Heroes that went to work last night and didn't make it home. Two heroes that paid the ultimate price for our society. And these two heroes, Officer Cameron Gervin and Officer Christopher Reese. Officer Gervin has been with the VBPD since 2020. Officer Reese has been with us since 2022. And I was just informed by the sheriff that prior to that, Chris was a deputy sheriff with the VBSO from 2019 to 2022. And last night, Officers Gervin and Reese were riding double in the 4th Precinct assigned to the midnight shift traffic car. About 11:27 p.m. on South Rosemont, they observed a blue Hyundai Sonata with an expired plate. They attempted to stop this vehicle for an expired plate. The vehicle failed to yield. They followed the vehicle to the dead end of Sylvan Court, where it came to a stop. At the dead end of Sylvan Court, both officers approached the vehicle. The driver, the male driver, was immediately argumentative, refused to exit the vehicle at the officer's request. They made numerous requests for him to exit. At some point, he complied with those requests, stepped out of the vehicle. Almost immediately, there was a tussle between the officers and this individual. While that tussle was occurring, this individual pulled a pistol from his pocket and immediately shot both VBPD officers. Those officers fell to the ground. While on the ground, defenseless, he shot them each a second time. Numerous responding officers arrived, tried life-saving measures. EMS arrived, also trying those life-saving measures, and transported our two heroes to local hospitals. And despite valiant efforts by medical personnel, Officer Christopher Reese was pronounced deceased at Centera Princess Anne Hospital just past midnight, where he was surrounded by his family, friends, and fellow officers. Officer Cameron Gervin, pronounced deceased at Virginia Beach General Hospital approximately 4:30 a.m. this morning, surrounded by immediate family, friends, and his VBPD family. So the numerous responding officers who responded to the initial traffic stop and scene started a grid search looking for the suspect. And in a shed directly behind the apartment complex where the traffic stop occurred, we found an individual suffering from a fatal gunshot wound to the head. Now, ultimately, the determination and cause of death will be up to the medical examiner. But I could say that our preliminary investigation at this point in time, with everything that we know, lends us to believe that this is a self-inflicted gunshot wound. At no time did any of our officers fire shots. The suspect, who we're only going to name once, who senselessly murdered our two brave officers, has been identified as John McCoy III. He is a male 42 of the 3700 block of Sylvan Lane, Virginia Beach.
I'm sure you've